At Arsenal, it's always one comes back, one or two really get back into the physio room of Arsenal with the sick bay. This time around, it's Benjamin White. He has undergone a surgery, and the period is 4 weeks plus that he's not going to be kicking a ball for the club of Arsenal. Smash like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in on a daily. Rokani David is my name, and hope you guys are really having fun, and continue to subscribe to this channel to see to it that we hit 30,000 subscribers onto this channel. Benjamin White is the guy we're talking about, and obviously Jack Wilshere has finally come out and obviously bid farewell to the people at the club of Arsenal. And guess what? Who is behind this video? It's Muno Gadgets, and they are dealers in Muno Gadgets. They are dealers in brand new phones and brand new laptops, and they also deal in used phones and used laptops. That is Muno Gadgets. And if at all you want to really see them, call them on 070 99888665. That is Muno Gadgets for you. And on TikTok, follow them at Muno Gadgets. And they also have the smartwatches that are really cheap. They also have iPods, phone accessories, and so on and so forth. They also have watches. Now, today morning, the CEO of this company known as Muno Gadgets had obviously raised me a call, and she was like, Rokani, please, we have some other gadgets that we're gonna hit obviously to load in that you people need, and because you've gonna hit obviously send this alarm to your viewers, and they've gonna hit obviously support us to the maximum, please let them know that we also have smartwatches. Let me obviously check my phone and see what exactly it is in here. I want to read out what she told me. She has a message for you guys. You get? Let me read it out. Let me first read out this message that she has for you. All right. The message reads that we got also smartwatches at affordable prices. Now, she has smartwatches. So, if at all you need a smartwatch, you know the right person to call. It's Muno Gadgets. That's the number. And I think she really has lots of accessories too, so call her on that number and you will thank me later, right? So that is Muno Gadgets for you, and I think you can really enjoy yourself, you know, as you go to December. Don't really start December without a smartwatch. So they have smartwatches, they have new phones, so call them on that number and they'll do deliveries, right? That is Muno Gadgets for you. Now, let's obviously get to the main point. This guy went ahead to feature the game of Chelsea, and none of us thought that he was really injured. And the only case was all about Bukayo Saka, one, and Declan Rice. But surprisingly, it's Benjamin White who has gone ahead to obviously shock everyone. He has gone ahead to send shockwaves into the fans of Arsenal, because he's really the guy that is really out. And we've been told by Corn Marbles, you know, he has told us that Ben White has undergone a minor operation to resolve an injury and is been managing this season. He'll be out for around 8 weeks. Now, I think this injury has been with Benjamin White since last season. Why is it since last season? I've gone ahead to see him really tie a bandage on his knee for a very long time, and you can really agree with me onto this. You've seen this on several occasions. Since last season, he has been tying a bandage around his knee, but this time around he came up and obviously started to play a season without a bandage on his knee, and maybe we thought that he was really healed and he used the preseason to heal. But guess what? The healing was not over, and I think he was like, this knee could obviously heal without a surgery, but I believe it failed. And obviously the part hasn't gonna obviously be mentioned, but I tell you, it's a knee. For me, I see it, I smell it to be a knee for Benjamin White that has gone ahead obviously undergo a surgery, because it's that part that has always gone ahead to disturb him for the previous 1 or 2 seasons at Arsenal. Now he's out for 8 weeks, and also we got a story coming in from a close source from Arsenal, that is Team News and Ticks. They've also told us that Ben White is expected to be out for between 10 to 12 weeks following surgery. Now, 10 to 12 weeks those are like 2.5 months. That's what Benjamin White is really going to spend without kicking a ball for the club of Arsenal. But you ask yourself, what is exactly happening at the club of Arsenal? Because it's the question that has to raise our eyebrows. Arsenal is really having very many injuries, and however much these players are not really taking long to return, but the big question has to be, why are they really getting in these huge injuries? Because you look at their injury list: Tomiyasu, Kientieni, and Carafiori Ricaldo. Now Benjamin White joins them. You get? Those are 4 players injured, and there are also others playing into the international break, and we don't know how things are really going to feature. And by Wednesday next week, we'll be knowing who is really out and who is really coming to really get prepared for the game of football that they are set to play into the remaining 7 games to obviously make it half a season games played. So for Benjamin White, I think it's not going to be really worrying a lot for the club of Arsenal, because we've gone ahead to say that the manager has gone ahead to improvise Thomas Partey playing into that area, right back. Timber has also shown that he's really brilliant as a right back. And when you see to it that Carafiori is also on his way back, and Tomiyasu, it's expected that they're going to be returning after the international break. And I'm going to be rerunning that story very soon. That really sends huge, all speaks volumes that Benjamin White is not going to be missed, provided Julian Timber keeps himself fit and Carafiori. But for Carafiori, he hasn't gone ahead to obviously play, I think, like 6-7 games consecutively. And it's the same problem that they're facing with a player known as Julian Timber. He's good, and he is really having injuries, but he does not really take long to obviously return. So we are waiting to see on Benjamin White, but I think let him rest. These 7 games that Arsenal really gonna play, especially into the league, they are not all huge for Arsenal, and I think they can really win it without this guy. And they also have the guy called, is it Nicholas, that youngster who can obviously come in through from the academy and represent. Arsenal is going to be playing the following Premier League games before their ends: Nottingham Forest at Emirates. They are really going to be playing away at West Ham. They are hosting Manchester United 4th December. They are playing away at Fulham 8th December. They are playing home at Everton 14th December. They are playing away at Crystal Palace 21st December. They are hosting Ipswich on the 27th of December. And those are the 7 games that Arsenal is left with in the Premier League to obviously play. And I think Arsenal can go through these games without even seeing a player known as Benjamin White involved. And if I told him Benjamin White, I wouldn't be pushing obviously camp early. Let me undergo this minor surgery. After, let me wait for the perfect time for me to come up and obviously represent for the club of Arsenal. Because if you're talking about 2 months, today is 15th. That means 15th December, 1 month. 15th January, that's when the lad is really going to be returning. So that is really a very huge decision that Benjamin White has gone ahead to take, because most people really take their teams as priorities, and they obviously announce these injuries around, and they're like, let's play on painkillers, and then the injury really gets worse. And when the surgery is done, this player finds himself really getting setbacks after setbacks, because he never really got this injury out of his way on time. So for Benjamin White, we obviously have to really do that. But I think the other reason that I've gone ahead to see as to why he is really doing this is because he believes that it's high time he returned to the England national team, because Gary Southgate is gone. His assistant is going to be gone, and Thomas Tuchel is going to be managing the team of England. And now we've gone ahead to get a story from a credible source and Talk Sport that I've heard from a very good source that Ben White will be making himself available for selection in March. Have you heard? Benjamin White is going to be making himself available for selection in March for the England national team. That is Benjamin White, because Thomas Tuchel is really the lad that he's really taking or being in control of it. So looks like Benjamin White is like, let me go this minor injury, and let me obviously focus on Arsenal and let me focus onto the England national team. But will he get into the starting 11 for the England national team? Because Trent Alexander-Arnold is there, Kyle Walker is there, there is Rich James. Now you add on Benjamin White. I don't know what choice is really going to be made by these people. But all in all, I tell you, it's really going to be very important to note, and obviously it's really going to be one of the hugest decisions that Thomas Tuchel will make to obviously get Benjamin White as his preferred right back into the team of England, with the likes of Rich James, who balance the two very, very well. So that is Benjamin White for you, and that's what we obviously had to say about him. And let's see what Jack Wilshere has come up and obviously said as he bid farewell to the clubs and the fans of Arsenal after obviously going in through to obviously start his coaching career elsewhere. Now, Jack Wilshere says football is crazy, things can change quick, and I haven't had the chance to thank everyone at Official Academy for the last 2 years. Everyone knows Arsenal is my club, and leaving is never easy, especially when you care so much about the club, the staff, and most importantly, the players. When I played from football, I took the step into coaching. Arsenal gave me an opportunity to take my first role as a head coach. I learned so much, but I couldn't have done it without the help or support of the staff. We shared some tough moments, but also some amazing memories that gave me feelings I had never experienced in the game. Arsenal remains in my blood, and I will be watching every game as a fan. I hope we see some more young players from the academy taking that step to the first team. Adam, good luck, my friend, until we meet again. Now, Jack Wilshere was managing the under-18s of Arsenal, right? And he went ahead to obviously get a job first from Jack Wilshere went ahead to obviously get a job in the US, and he turned it down and looked like he's a man who knew exactly what he wanted. And guess what he did? He obviously waited for the big opportunity to come. And when the big opportunity showed up, Jack Wilshere was like, if it's all about managing a championship club, I'm really gonna go there, because we've seen the likes of Enzo Maresca managing Leicester City, and Chelsea has gone ahead to give them a big vacancy. We've seen the likes of Vincent Kompany managing Burnley, bring them to the Premier League like Enzo Maresca did, and now Vincent Kompany is managing at Bayern Munich, and looks like every club is looking at a young manager and is like, let me obviously go ahead and really exercise what I've gone ahead to learn from Arsenal at Norwich, and you never know, God will obviously get us to where we deserve to be. And that's what Jack Grealish is doing, and he has gone ahead obviously bid his farewell to the entire staff at Arsenal. So guys, thank you very much for watching. Throw a call upon for your reactions in the comment section below about Benny White out for 8 weeks. You know, those are 2 months, and he has undergone a surgery, and we are waiting to see how Arsenal is really gonna look. But Odegaard is back, and for him, he's really gonna hate obviously choose Arsenal over his national team, because he has even decided to not go for the international duties and stay at Arsenal for recovery. So that's what we had for you right about now, and let's see what your thoughts are about that. And even Jack Wilshere bidding farewell to the people at Arsenal. I'm out for now. See you later. 15th of November it is, and this is the Rokani Media Football. We out. Bye bye.